Hey, what up, though? It's your boy, T-Way Sports and Culture, back to put a little game in your brain and showing love to those doing the same. Go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling the content. You feel me? All right, so it's looking like Floyd Mayweather and Showtime pay-per-view have come to an agreement to air an event starring Floyd Mayweather and a currently unnamed opponent in an exhibition match December 9th, showing on Showtime pay-per-view. This event is also scheduled to include an undercard of two separate fights, including Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. It's looking like it's going to be a pretty big event. I know Showtime, there's been rumors circling around that Showtime has been having some financial struggles, so it's looking like they have, I'm assuming reached out to Floyd Mayweather to kind of help remedy some of these issues by, airing this pay-per-view event. Again, this is an exhibition, so, there's been some talks of this, maybe being an exhibition or an official return back to boxing for Floyd, but right now it's looking like an exhibition. But, it kind of makes sense that, they reach out to Floyd to kind of help them, with this situation. There's been some rumors swirling that as soon as, 2024, Showtime boxing can be pulled off the air, similar to how HBO boxing was pulled off the air. So it's looking like they're trying to put some things together to help, level things out. I know that December 30th was December 31st was the, the anticipated date for the rematch between Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. But reports are saying that currently Showtime kind of has no interest in that. I know that, there's been different numbers kind of given for that fight and how it did pay-per-view wise. But we know for a fact that it didn't crack 1 million pay-per-view sales. I think the highest estimates were 800,000. So Showtime isn't kind of looking to do anything other than a major event. So, they're reaching out to the pay-per-view king himself, Floyd Mayweather, to see if he can help, garner some interest in this. But, we'll kind of see how things go. I'm interested to see what the, the two undercard fights are going to be including right now. Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia are going to be fighting in separate fights, but, neither of them have a named opponent. Keith Thurman in particular has, been in the talks of a lot of rumors here recently, with the likes of Gervonta Tank Davis and Jerron Boots Ennis. So, we just got recent reports from Tank Davis that, he claims that he won't be fighting anymore this year due to the fact that, he's been forced to train in Baltimore. He won't be fighting anymore in 2023. So the chances of, Keith Thurman fighting Tank Davis aren't too high. So, I want to see who Keith Thurman's fighting. I want to see Danny Garcia get back in there at 154. See who he's fighting and, just see what this event does. Again, this is, throws a wrench in some of the plans of, the scheduled rematch between Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. But right now, reports are saying that the rematch could possibly be happening in February. So we'll see kind of how everything pans out with that. I know that, Bud Crawford currently is looking to have the fight at 154 due to the fact that Errol Spence did not request which way he wanted it at once he actually triggered the rematch clause. So they're looking to have that fight at 154. But it's looking like I said, Showtime is kind of hoping for something to hit big here with this. Again, this is, an issue that's bigger than boxing. It's just, just pirating and cable issues and things in general are having some of these bigger, companies do cutbacks. And unfortunately, boxing is, low on the totem pole for companies like Showtime and things like that. So, they're honestly looking to get rid of it. Again, this was a really big year for boxing and Showtime, especially with Showtime and PBC putting on, a lot of legendary cards, in my opinion, this year. But I guess it's just not that big of a moneymaker anymore for Showtime to invest in that. So, things are going to be switching up here soon. But, it's just going to be interesting to see what PBC does, once things kind of slow down at Showtime, if the inevitable does happen. A lot of talks of PBC kind of moving to Amazon Prime, which would be interesting. It'd be interesting to see, PBC be on the platform that's that accessible and that, has that much of a subscription base and, be able to push that envelope. Because as we know, right now, the pay-per-view model is looking like it's going to be dead. Just being a 90s kid like myself, seeing, what happened to HBO boxing, man, it hurt seeing that. I just seen so many legendary fights growing up on HBO boxing, man. It's going to be sad to see, the same fate happen to Showtime boxing. But, these are signs of the times. It's just more access to pirating, more access to Fire Sticks, more access just to streaming sites and things like that. So, the companies, the big companies just aren't willing to make the investment. So, and, if they're not willing to reinvest in the, fights like, the Errol Spence and Bud Crawford rematch, is going to be hard to get some of the bigger fights that, a lot of boxing fans are anticipating currently. So, that's why it's really important that, anytime it's a big fight, that, us hardcore fans support the fight, go out and pay for the fights, support the fighters, let them know that we're still watching, we're still willing to pay for the fight so that we can actually get the fights that we want. So, yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see how this event goes. Again, I want to see really in particular, what's up next for Keith Thurman. I'd like to see him in there with Jerron Boots Ennis. I know there's been a lot of back and forth going back between those two camps. So, kind of want to see how that goes. Floyd, Floyd is Floyd at this point, probably going to be fighting some, no-name bum, in this exhibition. But I can understand the purpose of this particular exhibition. So, we'll see how things go. And again, I want to get the official word on, when the Errol Spence and Bud Crawford rematch is going to be, now that it appears that this event is going to be, taking up all the availability and all the access and all the resources for December. So, anyways, y'all let me know. What do y'all think about this event? Y'all going to be tuning in? Do you think this is a big enough event to help save Showtime boxing? But y'all jump in the comments and let me know. I'ma holla. Peace.